So one thing we noticed is you have your foundation, the Gary Sinise Foundation. Can you tell us a little bit about it and what its mission is?
Our foundation is actually pretty young. I mean, it really launched in 2011, so it's about 18 months old now. But it was a natural extension of a lot of the work that I had been doing on behalf of the military, and having raised a lot of money for a lot of different a lot of other foundations, and having been in the military community for so long, it just felt like this was the next step for me, to create my own foundation that can serve and honor the needs of veterans, first responders, military, our wounded, our Gold Star families. I mean, we're involved in all kinds of things because that's what I've been involved in. So if you say, what does the Gary Sinise Foundation do? Well, we do a lot of things. There's a lot of need out there, and I've been involved in trying to help support a lot of people that are trying to meet those needs.
Why do you have such a passion for our military?
Because I know where my freedom comes from. It comes from the men and women who serve our country. There's no doubt about it. Just look at the history of the world. Look at countries whose military is there to oppress them, not liberate them or defend them. It's there to imprison them. Our military is there to provide our freedom, and freedom around the world, and to fight for freedom. And we all saw what happened on September 11th when we were hit with 19 guys with box cutters. That's all they had was box cutters, and they did all that damage. What if they would have had small nuclear weapons on those planes, or anthrax in backpacks or something like that? There would have been a lot more damage. The government could have been completely taken out. The financial district could have been completely wiped out. Very difficult to recover. And now we have, so many service members who signed up because of that to go to try to prevent that from happening again. And I've been able to have the privilege to interact with the men and women who serve, the families, those who have sacrificed, our wounded who are struggling and going through difficult things. And it's a privilege for me to be able to serve them.
We appreciate it as military families. We really appreciate it. My husband is on his third tour, so it's a breath of fresh air in a way to hear a national celebrity really remember what this is all about versus.
Well, it's easy for people to forget if we don't have all the conflict on the front pages anymore. During the most difficult part of the Iraq War, there was nothing but bad news coming at us every which way, and I was in Iraq and seeing a lot of incredible things that our men and women were doing over there, and that wasn't necessarily getting reported. Where bad news sells, and so a lot of the bad news got reported, but we have incredible people serving our country. Adam is one of them. He serves our country. Your husband obviously is over there serving our country. My nephew is in Afghanistan right now. So, and we have, we still have to remember we have 60,000 troops in Afghanistan. And we have many more coming home trying to make the transition. That's what's great about the Get Skills to Work program.
Yes. Now, how did you hear about the Get Skills to Work and to get involved with it?
Well, I was connected with GE by a friend of mine who told me about this program, and obviously I need help and support, so GE, wanted to team up with me to support some of the things that I'm doing, and I was all too eager to support them. Transitioning is very important. It's critical, and making a smooth transition is going to be hard for a lot of veterans. So we have to make sure that they know that there are opportunities out there for them that they might not be aware of. I mean, we always hear there are no jobs, there are no jobs. Well, there are jobs. We just might not have the workforce to fill those jobs. So that's what Get Skills to Work is trying to do here is improve and strengthen our nation by going to a great resource in our veteran community and reskilling them for jobs that are going to help keep our economy strong.
Well, I know you were short on time, but thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. We really appreciate it. And we look forward to putting this video on our blog and showing our AWN fans and their soldiers.
And thank you for serving. And thanks to coming. We appreciate it. You give me my best.
I will.
When's you coming back?
We don't have any dates, but we're looking maybe May, June.
Yeah,
He's been gone since last June.
Where do you deploy from?
He is a reservist here in the Cincinnati area,
Okay.
and they do combat engineer route clearance stuff. They went to Fort Bliss, Texas, where they mowed, and that's where they'll come back for demow. So.
Good. I've been there. My nephew deployed out of Fort Lewis in Washington. That's where he was from.
I know he often jokes. I guess that one of the things they talk about when they're out on these missions for 18 hours in a truck is, if we were to make a movie about us, who would you want to play me? And he said, it depends on if you want me with hair or without hair. He said, you if he has hair, and Bruce Willis if he's without hair.
Hey, tell him I can shave my head.
Oh, okay.